broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Let's just cry today. Let's just have a weeping session.
A tribute to Vanessa.
Get it all. Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay with doing that.
Guys, welcome to the last ever Big Brother 17 after show on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm Jonny Manganello. I am one of your many beautiful hosts. Did I just call myself beautiful?
Yeah.
I think I did.
Yes.
Self-confidence, everybody. You can find me at Jonny Mangs on Twitter and Instagram. And follow me now because I have low self-esteem. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. My name is Lauren Lograsso. You can find me at low grow. And that is 3 lows, 1 grow. And I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, and Facebook.com/Lauren Lograsso.
That was a great intro, and you covered everything. I'm at Nikolas Grava. Follow me at Nikolas Grava on all the things she was just saying.
And he pointed over me twice, so I don't even know if I'm included. He was like, beautiful people over here, and then he said, you guys get started.
Yeah, and then it goes
And
back
I'm your seatmate.
Yeah, I always end with you. Save best for last.
Wow. Tensions are pretty
I just want to start something because we're leaving. And just because I'm sad.
You want to start a fight?
Just 'cause I'm
We
sad.
should start a Big Brother fight.
Just because I'm sad we're leaving.
Throw things at each other.
Oh.
Hi, I'm James Lott Jr., and I am on Twitter at BlackHopeLA. That's BlackHopeLA.
Do you know how to spell?
I don't know how to spell my own name.
It's tough.
No, you were good.
I'm having a moment today.
You were good at spelling.
I was at once. I was a spelling bee champion twice.
I was just completely in a different place for a minute.
Why? Were you guys looking at
Well, I was
something
looking
silly?
at that. Paul said something really sweet to us. He said he's going to miss seeing all of our beautiful faces every week, and I thought that was really sweet. And then I don't know what I was thinking about, but I was not here. I was like out of my body.
I do that all the time. And do you ever do it when you're supposed to be talking to someone and they ask you a question? You go,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
I'm usually pretty good at faking it,
Me
but I just
too.
thought I'd have full transparency.
Lauren, you took those dangly little earrings off.
Well, you know, when you wear headphones with these kind of jewels, your ears just get crushed under the pressure.
Oh, I bet. Guys, we are so sad to go, but we have so much to talk about. It's not over till the fat lady sings, okay?
There's
there a
no one
lady
in
around
fat.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm not singing yet.
here? Nick, when I look at you, I think fat lady.
Fat lady. I
yeah,
get
yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
I get that all the time.
Let's talk about the final week of BB17. I want to start with the obvious. We have crowned a winner. Us included.
We did.
We did it.
Steve won Big Brother 17. In my mind, a sort of strange but actually surprisingly exciting end to the season.
Yeah.
Something I
Satisfying.
didn't see coming.
Satisfying.
What did you guys think?
Agreed. I thought, wow, I didn't see that coming. I thought Vanessa was going to win the HOH and then take Liz with her, as she said she probably would. But with that being said, Steve made a big move. I think the HouseGuests made the right decision, and I was glad that it didn't go as the way I anticipated. Expect the unexpected. This time I actually
Yes,
It was
BB17.
unexpected.
I have to say that I was surprised just with the final 2 that were sitting up there. That was my first shocker, and I really was like, okay, Liz is going to get it. I just, for some reason, thought that she had the votes of everyone. And when Steve won, although when they started asking questions, that's when I was satisfied with Steve winning.
Yes. Totally.
He explained himself amazing. I mean, I don't know if he was lying out of his ass or
No.
not, but I believed it, and I was like, you know what, bro? You didn't float, and I've been a hater.
You know, I know you haven't seen season 15.
Yeah.
Do your homework
Let's
next
just
time.
call
Don't
that
worry.
out on the show.
No, I know you haven't seen season 15, but I will say
Have you
that
seen all the other ones?
this last episode
She's 15, I
reminded me of that win. Andy gave a great speech at the end, and I wasn't convinced that he had played a good game until that moment.
Well, Liz kept saying the same things
gosh,
over and
yes.
over again.
They asked her what her best move was that didn't involve her showmance or her twin. She was like, "Well, I aligned with good people," and it was like,
No.
"No, that was what we didn't want you to say."
Right.
What about you, James? What did you think, Mr. Quiet?
Well,
James quiet. I don't know.
James
Are you
Quiet,
sad?
Lott
Are you
Jr.?
sad to say goodbye to us? It's like the last day of school. Except that was an exciting thing.
It's like the last day of school. Well, first, just before I answer, Vlad's Plumblot asked, did Johnny have his Big Brother party yesterday? You didn't. You always talked about it.
Because the fact of the matter is, I used to have a beginning of the season Big Brother party. I think some people are unclear about that. I may not have explained that. It was always for the premiere.
Some people are
Some
unclear.
people. So all of our viewers, thanks for calling them out.
No, I love our viewers.
Okay, so anyway, back to
we are just taking it out on each other.
I know, I
today.
love it. I just feel like
Okay,
because I'm hungry. First, it's me. It's me right now. It's
Do you
my
want me
turn.
to feed you?
Oh, please do. Oh, please do, Lauren.
I will.
If I wear that suit like
After
I did in
the
that picture,
show.
will you feed me?
Oh,
Let's hear it,
please,
James.
yes.
Yes.
Someone just said that. I just missed that. What
James
happened?
is fighting to get a
Say,
word
I want to
in.
say something
And we are
first.
cutting him off. Left and right.
That was good comic timing, and she didn't even know it. It was good comic timing. What the fuck am I gonna say? Oh, did I say the F word? Oh my god!
All right, James, you go,
First
and then
thing-
we'll throw things
I know.
over to Miss Lograsso.
Yes. Okay. No. What I was gonna say is, actually, this ending was a lot like 15 because I was really curious to see what Steve was going to say because I'm thinking he can't really say that much, but he really did explain himself. And as he was talking, I was like, oh yeah, he did do that. Oh yeah, he did do that. And I could see the people going, oh, they're satisfied with the answer. They were like, oh, okay. They shut because James asked them one, and so they were like, okay, they answered correctly. And it was like, I could see that he was going to win. I knew at that moment he was going to win.
Totally. Lauren?
I like the fact that Steve said, I was not a floater. No, I strategically protected myself with other people. It made me think of him like using the people in the Big Brother's house like a padded cushion so he didn't get like punched around too
Sort of
much.
like these cushions. By the way, it's like we're in a gay insane asylum. You have padding over here, and you have like a rave, like dangly
disco
beaded
beads.
curtains.
Those are
behind
the
us.
only insane asylums I ever go to.
Can I
If you have to
say?
be an
Gay
insane
asylum.
asylum, a gay insane
You
asylum.
what? Gay asylum.
Gay asylum.
That's right, Mark. Gay
Oh.
asylum.
Get it trending.
Wait,
Get
you
it
guys,
trending
I have to
asylum.
say something on something that you just said because it bothered me what he said it.
Okay.
And it was, he said that whole thing about surrounding himself and he wasn't a floater because he surrounded himself. That sounds great at the end. Everyone
does,
could
yeah.
make their game sound good at the end if you end up in that seat. But at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is he did float in the beginning. I think.
Yeah.
I really do believe we did not see until he made strong decisions. He was floating.
Yeah.
The definition of floating is being on good terms with everyone, not picking a side, not doing anything.
But it could be a good strategy also.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it
Oh,
got
yeah,
him to
yeah,
the
obviously he
end.
could win.
So I'll applaud him, but call it what it is.
I have two thoughts on this because I think you both make good points,
Thank
and
you.
I'm a little
Thank
bit
you.
torn here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
On what I'm being very, I'm being a
Validated.
politician right now. Okay, so two thoughts. First of all, I think I kind of agree with you. I think he did.
Can we specify that you're
I'm
talking to
leaving.
me?
Oh yeah, for the folks at home, I'm pointing to Nikolas Grava.
Yes,
Follow
you-
him at
thank
Nikolas
you.
Grava
On
Facebook
all
and
social
Instagram.
media.
Nick, I agree that he didn't make any strong moves at the beginning. I also think watching Big Brother and playing Big Brother conflict sometimes.
Okay.
Because I believe sometimes the best players are the most boring to watch. Like, I think Steve was
okay.
pretty boring this season. The best thing I think he did was vote out Vanessa, and that was 30 minutes before he won. And I don't think that's enough to be crowned a Big Brother winner. But when you're up against Liz,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it is, because he played a better game than Liz. The other thing is, as much as I hate to say it, Liz should have won the game. And the fact that he got her out and he had the wherewithal to know that she should have won the game, and he said, you're a Dr. Will, you're a Dan Giesling. That was a good thing he did. It actually gave him more points in my book. So those are my two thoughts on Steve winning.
Now, the people online are totally disagreeing with Nikolas Grava.
Okay, I didn't think we need to bring that up necessarily.
yeah.
But
And I
thank
think it's
you.
interesting because they're saying that if you watch the live feeds, you would know a little more. They said you would see that Steve wasn't.
Well,
That's what they said. I mean, I wonder.
excuse me,
I didn't watch him.
I'm
I didn't
trying
watch
to
him.
ball on a budget, and I ain't got the seat. Whatever.
But I didn't watch the live feeds myself.
You
so
could
I'm-
have stolen my feeds.
Oh,
I did until he canceled them. I was like, Johnny, something's wrong with your login. I don't know why I can't get
Guys,
into the feed.
I went to Target to get unscented, fragrance-free, sensitive skin Dove soap, and
important.
my credit card and my debit card bounced. This is just a sad story. I had to walk out of Target without my soap. That's how poor I am. So that's why I canceled my feeds.
How's the skin
Listen,
condition going?
Feeds
on?
are number one, soap two.
Yeah,
So
I
priorities.
agree.
I just want to bring up one quick thing because it's the same kind of thing that James won America's favorite. It's
Yeah.
interesting. I thought it'd be Johnny Mac. I thought it was gonna be Johnny Mac.
I thought it'd be a shoo-in.
But him, Johnny Mac, and Jason were the three we thought were gonna be.
Those were the
part of it.
three I voted for.
And you said the same thing. I think you said the same thing.
But-
And I think you said the same thing.
But you know what?
But James won.
The fact that Jason,
Salamander.
sorry, it's been ages. Jason got in the top 3, I think is great, but I'm also a little bit surprised because he got voted out so early.
Yeah.
That must be a
He
record.
was surprised too
Yeah, no.
on stage when it was announced. He was like, but he was very.
But then
into
I
it.
think he was
Good
upset
last
when
night.
he did. I loved what he said, but I think he was upset when he didn't win. Did you guys see a
Yeah, he
slight
was
drop
kinda,
in his
yeah.
face?
Because I think he thought, well, now there's a chance. Yeah.
Right.
Well, do you think? I'll ask you guys because he's been very vocal on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that kept him in the public eye a little bit because he was very vocal and
That's
funny.
true.
Maybe
You don't have to
funny.
be in the house.
Yeah.
to have
Right.
a voice
That's what I was thinking. He's
always.
always been. He was kind of funny, and we've also retweeted him
That's
sometimes.
a very good point.
So maybe that
Yeah.
was something.
I mean, he hasn't been on this show and been vocal, so I don't know.
I
can't
know.
speak to how vocal.
I tried
You
to
know,
get
I'm
him
crashing
on.
the party tonight.
You are.
I'm going to try to crash the
You gonna
party.
find Grant's rants?
Wow.
Well,
He said
because
he'll
I
leave
don't
again.
have the money to. I'm sorry, this is really sad. I couldn't buy a ticket, but I'm gonna try to crash
We
it.
should start a GoFundMe. I
Yeah.
think this is important.
My dad called me the other day, and he's like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "I'm poor." He's like, "Too bad."
Well, the way.
So Reese 99 Company says, "Don't let them read you, Nick." She's on your side, or
What?
he's on your side.
Hey,
Reese
who is-
99 Company says,
Thank you,
"LOL, don't let
Reese.
them read you, Nick."
Reese, I always knew you were on my side.
Reese, I'll do whatever I want.
Guys, we're gonna get
Just
back to
kidding.
talking Big Brother, but first, I need to tell you a little something special. Quantico. Anybody heard of it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on
I
the
have.
panel. Thank
Are
you very
you?
much.
When's it
Are
start?
you? Are you?
Yes.
Oh, how funny.
Starts on Monday.
I'll tell you. It starts on Sunday, September
We're
27th.
covering on Monday.
It's
okay.
the series premiere of ABC's highly anticipated new drama called Quantico. It is where the FBI trains their top recruits. Over 100,000 young people apply and only 1,200 get in. They are the smartest, strongest, and have the best skills, sort of like us, right? Now they must live and train together under one roof. But you guys, listen to this. You're going to be shocked. Everything changes when a massive terrorist attack strikes in America.
It's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm laughing.
It's not. It's
No.
bad. And the
Terrorism's
FBI
bad.
discovers its greatest fear, that one of their top Quanto recruits is a terrorist. What?
Terrorist.
That's a plot twist. Which one is behind it all and became a traitor? I'm already on the edge of my seat. It's an edge of your seat drama with twist after twist after twist, sort
After
of like
twist,
Big
after
Brother.
twist,
It's the
after
most
twist,
twisted
after
summer
twist.
yet. Except
twist.
after 3 weeks, it will not be twisted because we'll get rid of the takeover twist. So it's going to be a great show. You don't want to miss it. It airs September 27th, Sunday night at 10/9 Central on ABC.
And Priyanka
great.
Chopra, who stars in it, is the first South Asian Indian to star in a drama in an American series. She's a big Bollywood star. You want to follow her.
Call the press.
I'm very
All right.
excited. Tune in Monday. Great show.
There you go.
Let's get into Big Brother.
And we're back.
And we're back.
So yeah, so James won that, but going back to Steve winning, how did you like Vanessa's face when she had to get voted out? When he chose Liz.
Yeah, I mean,
I think she wasn't shocked.
That's
No,
exactly it.
that's
She
She
was
wasn't that shocked.
she admitted to Julie she wasn't going to take Steve.
Yeah.
Yes, she did, which she wasn't going to.
I think last night, and Lauren and I were talking about this when we chit-chatted on the phone earlier today.
You talk?
Yeah.
We do, we talk
Some
outside.
guys
Off
wait.
camera?
We were just compared to when the house guests were talking about Life in Pieces when they were promoting
Oh.
that show.
That's a great point. I mean, yeah,
Did you guys
it's a
see
lot
that?
like that.
Oh yeah, like when they were doing Life in Pieces.
you watch Life in
yeah.
Pieces?
No,
No,
I don't
I
mean
didn't
on the show. When they
No,
did
no, but I mean, like, did you guys watch
Did
it?
it come
No.
on? Oh, I missed it.
Seems like you liked it. Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I missed it. Shoot.
yeah, you missed a lot. Anyway,
I'm old, but grandfather, I can't help it.
no. Yeah, so I was talking to Lauren today, and the best thing that I think Jason could have said is what he did say, which
yeah.
was, you should have owned your game. I really think it would have helped her be more likable
I
for
don't
America.
know.
That's what we were all complaining about.
Yes, but I honestly think, and I don't know if any of us have said this before, I think the reason that she got so far playing the game as hard as she did is because she underplayed how much she was playing the game. Everyone else that played the game so hard, they got, as Liz would say, a big target on their back.
Right.
And I think it was smart that she didn't.
But I got the feeling that he was more saying, when you go in the diary room, why aren't you saying, I want to
Oh.
bathe in their blood? No, we're talking about Dr. Will and Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So were they out in the house saying, I'm a bad person?
Dr.
Or-
Will was, but no, I don't
Yeah.
think that's what Jason meant. I think what he was saying is own it in the
the
diary
diary
room.
room.
Own it when you vote someone out, don't go around crying and saying,
you said
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Austin. It's like, no, you know what? You need to, if you're going to win this game, you have to be a snake sometimes, and that's fine. But yeah, I think mostly for me, I think that's probably what Jason meant, was in the diary room, but I don't know.
Now, some people were saying, they commented back because I had a lot to say about Vanessa over the last month or so, and some people were saying that she didn't talk in the diary room because she was convinced that producers were going to use that information she gave in the diary room and plant that in the heads of the other contestants. So I don't know if that's something that actually happens or if that was just her paranoia at play. I tend to think it's the second option.
I mean,
but
if you're going to play an airtight game, then it makes sense to do that. Don't trust anyone except for yourself. And then until that, key is in the voting at the end, then you give up your hand.
But I do think there is an element to Big Brother, which is you want to be likable. Even the contestants who haven't been likable think they're likable. Like Frankie last year was shocked when he didn't win America's Favorite Player because he thought he was America's Favorite Player.
Did you hear Austin walk out on stage and everyone was walking out and it was like, what did you?
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
sad.
they didn't clap for
Walked
him.
out. It was quite the dip.
Yes,
And
I noticed that too.
I don't know if it was actually correlated correct, but it felt like there was quite a dip in applause.
The past 2 seasons, 15 and 16, people have gotten booed.
Yes, I remember that. They got booed.
That would hurt.
Some for the racist people, and last year
okay.
this woman who I didn't think people hated, but Christine got booed.
What did she do that was so bad?
She screwed over Nicole, her Alliance member, and America loves Nicole. Anyway, so what do you guys at home think of Vanessa's game? I think everyone talking about the finale is talking about Vanessa, even though she didn't make it to the final 2, and I think that shows how good of a game she played, even though I hate to admit it.
I mean, even when she was on those damn apples swinging and she was like, let's play psychological warfare, whatever she said.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
liked
worked.
that.
But it worked.
Works. That's what
it is. She gets it going.
That's what I'm really I can't get my mind around is how susceptible people are to this. I mean, maybe that many days in this house and you change, but do you think that at this point in the game you're going to be like, you know what? Yeah, I will fall. I'll try for the next one.
I would have done it.
No, I'll do
I
it till
would
I'm
have not done it.
shaking.
I would have not done
Which would
it.
be probably an hour in.
But that's why
still.
Liz, I think, never had a chance to win. People knew she didn't really
True.
care about
Yes.
the game.
But now, here's the
Exactly.
thing that I was talking to somebody about this actually, and they were saying that you should actually play hard in the first. Probably look at me. Oh, so I said it twice. Oh my
Flag
god.
it, Jane.
Oh my
Jane,
god.
Flag
Oh,
it.
it's crazy.
Flag
oh
all
my
of it.
god. Oh, he's like James. I know I'm bad. Oh my god.
No, it's okay.
It's because I'm 46.
Remember when what's her face was on? Audrey?
Oh
And just
yeah.
was
Oh
swearing
yeah.
at
She was
the-
sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, Mark. Okay. So anyway, what I was gonna say is that they were saying that you should play hard in the first one. And try to win that one so that you can sit out at the second because you'll be so tired because the second and third one, aren't they back to back, the second and third one? Like, do you try to win the first one,
also-
get out the way, and then
They were
you can
on.
play the third
I
one.
mean, credit to Liz. She was on that for
Yeah.
several hours.
She was.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that was actually one of the times when I liked Vanessa the most in the past month or so because she did admit that one. She's like, let me try a little psychological warfare. I was like,
Exactly.
okay, girl.
Try it.
Yeah, that was damn good.
That is exactly
And that's
what she
when I
needed
liked
to
her.
do
She needed to do that
all
all season. If she would have been like that all season, I would have been down.
Then
down
we'd
to
applaud
clown.
for her. Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
oh, I
You're
get you.
right.
Okay,
I want
yeah.
to talk a little bit more about Steve's gameplay because I want to make sure we talk about him since he was the winner.
Right.
What else did he do besides the few things we mentioned? Like what?
I guess
Why did
having
he
when
win
they
so overwhelmingly?
when they were interviewing with, and I forget his name, one of the past BB players, the Jury House was talking with who's the guy they brought in to do the interview, the doctor.
Dr. Will.
Yeah. So when someone, I don't know who said it, that he had good relations with everyone in the house. That I think is a key thing, and it really is true. Even after he made big moves, he seemed to have this, even though he'd play antisocial, he would have this genuine social connection with a lot of
good
people.
point.
That's important when people are going off of their gut feelings.
It's sort of like if Meg were a better player.
Yeah,
you would get
exactly.
Steve.
Exactly.
And a little less like
Annoying.
charismatic.
annoying.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
No, I
Someone
agree.
don't like Meg.
Remember, I never liked Meg, and I will stand by it to the end. She annoyed the crap out of me. But you're right. If she was less annoying and a better player, I could see her winning. I totally see it because she has like personality.
Exactly.
I can see it.
In
She
this scenario,
could
how
win
it
it,
played out
but-
this
Right.
season. Yeah, I agree.
I can see
Grandma.
that. I can tell you see that, but I'm just not a fan of hers. What are they saying?
I'm reading.
Yeah, I'm reading some tweets. We have thank you for all the hard work you guys put into the after show this season. I'm gonna really miss you on the after show, and we'll miss you guys every week. Brittany, thank you.
We'll miss
Thanks
you.
I know
Oh,
Brittany
Brittany.
was a constant
Yes,
tweeter.
she-
So
yes,
thank
she
you
was.
for
Thank you so
tweeting at
much.
us.
Yes.
And of course, Paul says, I really
Oh.
don't think that Vanessa played a good game. She is ratchet, lol. And then he says, I think listen to this. This is interesting. I think the only reason Vanessa played a good game was because she can step on people without empathy, IRL, in real life.
Ooh.
I wouldn't want to be her friend. Hell no. Seeing the way she can manipulate people, the way she gets in people's ears, she would be abusive to you and you might not even realize it, especially if you're an open-hearted person who goes through the world thinking that people aren't out to get you. Hell no. I would not be her friend.
I agree, actually. That must translate. These people don't just go in this house and suddenly put on this persona. It has to distill down into their real life. So I agree that is a scary person to be around.
And if you can't own your shit, sorry
Yeah,
to swear.
You don't think?
Well, the Catholic school teacher is the most villainous.
But if you
character in
can't
Big Brother
own your
history.
shit, then
And
why
he
would
did.
I be your
He did.
friend?
He owned it.
You know, like, at least if you're going to backstab me, tell me that you did it.
Well, the problem,
I don't like that mean girl warfare.
The thing I'm thinking about is just that from watching seasons 1 to now, I feel like now people have grown up with Big Brother. So I wonder if they are at these later seasons going in, adding a persona. I'm wondering.
Yeah, and you know, that's a
Right.
really good point. I know because I've been interested in like being on Big Brother, and I know that the casting director said, when she talks about what she's looking for, she says, do not give me what you think I want. Give me what you are. And I think that's a big mistake people make when going into the Big Brother casting process.
But
I wonder.
But even if someone is capable of being that way on TV or in a game, that means they're capable of being that way in real life too.
I agree, especially if you don't own up to it. That's the most villainous part about Vanessa, is that she didn't just lie to the house guests; she lied to us at home,
I don't.
and
You
that
guys,
was
I
weird.
know you guys all feel really strongly, and it may just be because it's new. This is the season that I really got into. I think that's honestly the only key to everything she did. Even in the confessional or in the room that she's talking to, not get the producers to know. Like you brought that up. I think that is smart gameplay. I mean, really, if you're in there to play and win.
So now,
I understand
Joseph. Wait, let's see who brought this up.
Yeah.
Okay, Matthew Guy in the chat roll brought up Vanessa swore on this and that. My girlfriend, the
Yeah.
gay community, my mom. No, don't play like that.
That's crossing the line.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
And then she'd break it.
I agree with that. I wouldn't play that way, but I know that some people I've liked have played that way. Not swearing on everything, but swearing on the Bible.
Yeah, fine. Swear on the Bible,
Oh.
but don't swear on your loved ones.
Yeah, okay.
The Bible is. I mean, I believe in the good of religion when it is good, but like the Bible is a book. You've got a human life on your hands that you're swearing on. That's more precious to me.
I think that Steve, one of the things, to answer your question earlier, one of the things that Steve did was that he made himself kind of a chameleon with people because he was not too threatening.
Yeah.
So like at one point, he was like, everybody was against him at one point early in the season. Somehow he turned that around. Someone else became a target. Then he was like, I'll work with you. I'll work with you. I'm kind of weirdo. I'll work with you. I'm kind of a weirdo. I'll work with you.
And
It's
he
like
wasn't a threat.
And he wasn't a threat.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the things he did that got him this far.
I think that's what I like best about Steve, is that there are two kinds of laying low. There's the Liz laying low, which is just I let other people play the game for me, and then there's a Steve laying low, which
She
is
still won competitions, so she didn't completely lay low.
that's true.
Yeah.
Socially, I think is what I mean.
Socially, totally. But I don't even think that she was laying low. I just think that she wasn't good at being charismatic with her fellow house guests. I don't think her personality is necessarily translatable to every person in the house.
People are saying Steve is Ian 2.0.
yeah.
I've heard that several times.
But the
In there.
big difference, I think, is Ian didn't deserve to win against Dan,
Right.
whereas Steve did deserve to win against
Liz.
Liz.
The twin. That twin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're a little split, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no clear-cut answer here.
Hey, Paul is asking, what did we think of Austin's shade on the finale?
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
You mean against
Bitter.
Vanessa?
When he kept saying we want to see Vanessa in here, or what?
I wasn't sure what he was talking about.
I think in general he had shade going on.
I think he finally is realizing that
no
no
one
one
likes
liked
him.
him.
like he's not a fan favorite.
No.
His gameplay didn't go how it
No.
went, and in the end he won nothing.
Nothing. And not even his girlfriend. I mean, she won $50,000, but that's not enough for two or three people.
I think outside the house they're nothing. I don't see that relationship going on to any further.
Well,
I could see them being together for a while.
You could?
I mean, a while. I don't see forever, but I could see it working for a while.
I love that he was more upset that Zingbot made fun of his smell than his girlfriend.
Yeah, that reveals a lot about his humanity.
Did you guys see Shelly and Clay right when once at the end everything happened, and
actually
he was like
cute.
looking for her in the crowd,
and
trying to
they
get,
start
and then
hugging. They hugged for a long time. Maybe that'll do something for a little bit.
I think that those two could have a really long-term relationship, possibly leading to marriage.
Someone tweeted. Tweeted last night saying, "I like Shelley's gameplay in Jury infinitely more than I liked her gameplay during the game," and I agree with that.
I agree with you too.
Without Clay, I really like Shelley.
Yeah.
I wish she could have stayed around longer after Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't like Shelley at all. I was very vocal about that too. But her in the Jury house, I'm like, you're an okay chick.
Yeah.
Question for you guys: who would you like to see on All Stars 2?
Someone just wrote that too in here in the chat.
Seriously?
Yeah, they did actually.
Weird. Okay, so if you had to pick 3, because I don't think they pick more than 3 a season.
3 from this season? Vanessa?
Yeah.
But I would want her to come back and own her gameplay, at least to us. Jason?
Me too.
Because I don't think he gave himself a fair chance. I don't
agree.
think he played the game he was capable of.
I agree.
And let me think on my third one.
I can't believe it's not really obvious to you.
Yeah, I know. I think she wants Johnny Mac to sit at home.
I want Johnny Mac, to like hold my hand and we'll watch it together.
In the house together.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see Johnny Mac on television again. But as far as being an all-star, I don't know if he necessarily, deserves to be there. I love you, but you deserve to be by my side, you know?
I think,
maybe James.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
Pretty similar. Vanessa, I would like to see Johnny Mac interacting with all of the other superstars, and I would also like to see Mama Day. I need to see more out of her.
Yeah.
I love her personality.
That'd be cool.
I have to go to Mama Day also, and though she wasn't on that much, but she's still a fan favorite. I say Mama Day. Actually, James. I was always a James fan from the very beginning too. I thought, and he went pretty far.
I'm so shocked he won.
I know.
His favorite player.
I'm kind of shocked about that too, but in a way I'm not. In a way I was kind of shocked I wasn't. Okay, so Mama Day, James, and actually, screw Vanessa and all them. I want Johnny Mac back on TV.
Yeah, okay, fine. I want him too.
He makes funny television.
He does. And here's the thing. If he can go back with the mindset of winning instead of throwing,
exactly.
he would do an incredible job.
I agree.
So I would just like have a little talk with him before he goes on the show. Be like, baby, listen, get on there and play with your whole heart. Use that brain.
I want Vanessa.
Okay.
I want Jason because I think he has more game in him than we saw. And I want Shelley.
Okay.
Okay. I can get
I
down
want to
with
see
that.
Shelley without
But
Clay.
Clay.
I think you all picked really good people.
Yeah.
Some of the chat, let's see what the chat is saying. James, so Matthew guys says James, Jason, Becky. Wow,
Okay.
surprised to see Becky in there. Reese says Day, Jason, Aubrey. Okay, Aubrey, James, Becky. Audrey, yeah, what I said. Oh, they spelled it as
Yeah, it's not
Aubrey.
your
Can you
fault.
imagine if Audrey went back into
I
All
know.
Stars?
Oh my god.
That would be
Good
amazing.
television.
Wait, Sunday when we got to see the extra footage of her finally, like
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
what
yeah.
she was doing for those 6
Yeah.
hours, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Me
watching
too.
That.
Me too.
Sunday was so funny. They were so bad at acting.
Terrible.
Vanessa was pretty
Oh,
good, but the
so
other two
bad.
was like, especially Liz.
Yeah.
She's so bad at like reciting things that she's memorized.
They all are so bad at that.
They are bad at that stuff.
Do you remember that guy? Yeah. He was cool.
Yeah. Tweet at us. Let us know who your ideal final 3 would be.
Yeah, people are doing
Or
it.
not final 3.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. 3 for All Stars, rather. Yeah. So, gosh, there's so much I want to talk about from this week, but I know we don't have much time left.
There was something good in here too. We someone said in the chat roll they love that Day called out Judas. And was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what was that?
Yes.
He had no answer for it. I mean, you could tell he was deeply embarrassed.
Yeah. I think you were right about saying he realized that no one liked him in the finale.
That's
Kind of feel bad.
Yeah,
I felt
that
bad for him,
sucks.
too.
I mean, that's like not a good.
'Cause he-
Especially,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying because he can't use it. He was an AFTERBUZZer who did Big Brother, and then he went on probably thinking, "Ooh, everybody's gonna like me because I was doing it before, and I'm Judas, and I mean everybody, and no one really cares for him."
Just didn't take.
It didn't take, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I think he tried too hard. Just
I know.
It didn't take.
Can you imagine thinking people like you and then realizing
No,
people
that
hate
actually
you?
breaks my heart because I'm sure he's a really nice person in real life.
That happened to Frank.
But-
I know I keep saying this. That happened to Frankie last year, and he really thought,
Yeah.
I'm going to win America's favorite player.
Right.
Really.
Yeah. So,
Surprising
Too
to me.
bad.
I forgot that Mama Day was the first one to point out the twins.
Yeah. Remember she? Yeah.
And so early on too,
Yeah.
I really had this self thought of like, I don't think I'd ever be that person to notice that. I would be so far behind on that.
yeah.
it
That
really
was
was
bold
the
and good.
season of the twins. Like, they got rid of the
Yeah.
takeover because there was so much going on at the beginning, and part of that, a lot of that, was the twin twist. I'm shocked a twin made it to the end. I mean, that's stupid.
Yeah,
the
it is.
people in that house are dumb for allowing that to happen. And if Liz was even this much of a player, I think she should have won.
Well, see, I like Julia more than I like Liz.
Me too.
Oh yeah, as a
See,
person.
as a person.
for
So I'd
sure.
like to see if they had to bring a twin back, bring Julia back on the
Yeah.
show.
But the thing is, the only reason Steve didn't get all the votes is because Liz got her boyfriend and her identical twin to vote for her. And then Vanessa was just bitter. It's very clear that Vanessa was bitter.
Yeah.
in my
completely.
opinion.
She
Oh,
said the
completely.
reason she voted for that person is because they represented the season the best for her.
I didn't understand that.
Okay.
Does that okay? That doesn't make sense to
The
anyone else.
only
'Cause
way it could be justified is if it represented her season better for her, because that was in the alliance that she had originally formed. So that's the only way I can see her justifying that vote with her explanation.
I wish the producers had known that Steve was going to win. I know you can't know that, but that's the bad thing about Big Brother is it happens live. So the producers can't show us more of like the person who's going to win. Whereas on any other reality show, they know Steve wins. They can give him more screen time at the beginning of
Yes.
the season.
Start to
so I
groom
just
him as a
didn't see
character.
enough of his gameplay to really be thrilled that he won. But what can you do?
You can't do nothing.
Except
obviously.
to say his mom's gonna be happy.
I
Who
know.
said that when they went up there? Like, I'm so happy for your mom.
For your mom, I know.
Do you guys want to talk about the competitions last night?
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
the bobbing for apples.
Looks completely miserable.
Yeah. When they dunk in the sticky thing, whatever it was, I was like,
But that I feel like was one of the longer endurance competitions this
Well,
summer.
did they always put? I don't remember always seeing how long every endurance competition is going, and I like to know how long.
Interesting. I don't know that they do that anymore because I think they've gotten shorter and shorter. They used to.
They
It used
used
to be like hour 16, and
Yeah.
you'd be at home like, what? They don't. These people don't want to win as bad. I think.
$500,000 ain't what it used to be, is what it comes down
They
to.
should offer $1 million. I think that would change the game. I really do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I think people will be more not so nice. Let's say.
Oh, yeah.
I
They'll
think
go
that's
below
great.
the belt.
I think you're right though. 16 years ago, $500,000 was
a lot.
more than it is today.
Yeah.
They need more money. I need more
We
money.
need to account for
Like,
inflation.
you need money. I'm like, you need
We
more
can't
money.
even buy soap.
Yeah, exactly. You need more money. You need more money. Jesus Christ.
So, okay, that happened. Steve dropped off first.
Yes.
Which, okay, cool, Steve. You really needed that win, so, like,
Right.
don't know why you dropped. But the fact that Liz dropped killed me.
know.
I don't think Steve dropped though. I got the feeling he fell.
That's what I mean,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I was saying he's, yeah.
I wish he could have held on a little tighter.
But he's not strong.
But when they said move down from the wooden platform to the, I was like, oh, that seems like I'd be like, oh, finally, like it seemed easier on like this comfy little ball swinging, not on this like hard small wooden plate. I thought that was easier.
But it's a slippery surface.
I guess
think.
that's true. I
Slippery
wasn't-
slope.
And then the second challenge was that really cool crossword puzzle. I like that.
I love
do
that
I
one.
love
was
puzzle
cool.
games.
And
I love
as
the
soon
puzzle
as I
ones.
saw that challenge, I'm like, oh, Steve's
Steve.
gonna
I
win.
knew
He
that one
didn't
too.
win by that much,
I
which
know.
was cool for
Yeah.
Liz.
It was like 3-11 and 30-11 and 28 something.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was very close.
He
I
had-
love puzzle ones.
He couldn't find one letter that was in his pouch that he was going up and down with the whole time. I was like,
Cute.
that's something that would happen to Steve to take him out.
I
Somebody
loved
was
at the
like-
end when he was like, I did trombonus. I did like trombonus is still like a buzzword for them.
I have to say one thing really quick. This is
Yeah.
really funny. This has never happened to me on any. I've done like 100 shows at AfterBuzz. This is so funny. Rotor 13's like, Dear James, did you watch Days of Our Lives today? I need your quick opinion. I do the Days of Our Lives show.
Girl,
so
we will
cute.
talk about that on
I
Days
know.
of Our
I just
Lives.
want to say something. 'Cause
After
a big
show.
thing happened today, and yes, I did see it, and I know the fan reaction. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, read it. Does it say Days of Our Lives?
Apparently it did, because I was like, this
No.
has never happened to me my
No.
entire life. This is so funny. I'm like,
We were
Days-
talking about Dave On, not Days of Our Lives.
Oh,
I did see it.
So yeah, so we had Steve win and we had Vanessa win, and you guys, I was biting my nails on the final, the part 3 of the HOH.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because Vanessa, I knew that if Vanessa won, she was not going to take Steve.
Of course not.
And at that point, I was so angry with Vanessa. I'm like, she thinks she has this game in the bag, and I want her to get booted. And I'm so glad she did.
yeah, I mean, if she would have won HOH, absolutely she would have won.
Yes.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In
But
fact,
it was girl power, so you're going to take Liz with her, of course.
yeah.
I
I
think
was-
people have stronger opinions about Liz to take her. I would feel better.
What's your
going in
thought?
there
Do you
with
think
Liz
do
next
you think
season.
Vanessa would have won still, or would Liz won that time?
I think Vanessa would have won.
Vanessa.
Oh,
I think it
For
would have even
sure.
been a bigger win because I think Steve would have voted for Vanessa. And I think the only 2 votes Liz would have gotten her
Austin.
twin and her lover.
Yeah.
What a weird love triangle this summer.
I know.
We don't
It
acknowledge
kind of
that
creeped
enough.
me out, actually. Because it's just the three of them all the time.
Yeah.
And they look alike, too.
Yeah, they're.
Oh my
I know.
God.
I know,
what
obviously.
happens.
No, I know what you mean.
But do you know what I mean?
They're really identical.
No. I don't
still
mean it
can't
like
tell
that.
them
I mean,
apart.
I'm creeped out that Austin likes Liz so much but doesn't care at all for Julia.
Yeah.
When
How
they
does
look
that
exactly
work with
alike,
twins?
I've never understood
and
that.
when Julie has a way better personality, in my humble opinion.
Well, she's more sweet, but
Liz is like, I didn't like him, and now I do. And it's
That's
like,
really
what
good.
is
Also,
it?
like, I want to see what's happening at the cast party tonight. You think they're gonna be macking on each
Oh
other?
yeah, there's gonna be.
Think of all the sex Clay and Shelly had last night.
I don't think
they had
it
sex
took
yet.
them 60 days
No
to
way.
smooch. I
heavy
don't
petting,
think
a
they're
good dry
jumping
hump,
in.
a good dry hump.
Yeah, I
DH,
think a good dry hump sesh is happening at the after
and over
party,
the pants
actually.
hand
You
job,
don't
but
think
that's
they've
it.
done
Yeah.
the deed?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
All right, let's make
Absolutely not.
predictions. All right, because I've got a good prediction
Your
for this one.
AfterBuzz TV prediction.
All right, my prediction is that Clay and Shelly had sex.
My prediction is that they dry humped.
Same. That's my exact prediction.
James,
I have no thought on that. But my thing
you
is, I
do.
don't.
I have a lot of
Because
thoughts
I don't
on
care
that.
about those two at all. But here's the deal: everyone's talking about the next season is going to be a all-star season. I have a feeling it's not going to be. Everybody thinks it's going to be. It's not. I think they're going to wait till it's like the 20th anniversary or so, the 20th
Yeah,
cycle
that
or
makes
something.
more
I'm thinking,
sense.
right?
Maybe.
They
I
might do
do
that.
want-
wanna
number.
I do want to see a more diverse cast season. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
older and this.
I want to
and
see
that and
older. I want to see
everything.
some diversity of body, some diversity of
Yes.
skin color, backgrounds,
Yes.
everything.
age.
We
Obviously,
gotta
said
see.
that.
We gotta see a more diverse cast. I do think that it. Typically, what happens is when an older person, by older I mean Big Brother older
My age,
standards,
yeah.
is they're not great game players.
No, they're not.
Why?
Like,
Because we're tired.
No, Kathy,
We're like, ugh, we can't do
Jerry, Donnie was
Yeah.
so lovely and wonderful, but
I want a real guy on there.
there
like
was
Donnie.
Jerry, that 70
Yeah, old Jerry. I remember I watched that
I
season.
love Donnie. Oh,
with me.
he was great.
Jeez. Any other predictions we have about maybe next season? Maybe what Julie Chen's wearing right now? I don't
A
know.
bathrobe.
I
and
want to
a-
know what the fans. This is a question I just thought of, and it might not make sense, but I want to know, you guys at home, if any of us were in the Big Brother house, who do you think would win the game? Who has the best chance of winning? I have an idea of someone on this panel.
Oh,
that
Let's
I
all
think-
make our prediction.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
first I want them to go a little bit. Okay, and we're gonna start with you.
Oh, I see. You want me to...
Who do you think on this panel would do the best in the house? It can be yourself. You can nominate yourself.
You know what? I gotta say, because you are not a huge fan of the show,
No.
and because
Oh my god.
you have strong feelings on things, but you can sort of mask them and be charming and friendly.
So I'm fake.
I
Thank you.
think you. I did not say that.
Okay.
I think you actually would be like the underdog who maybe could win.
Thank you for calling me Steve. That's flattering.
You're not Steve.
No, that's
No,
bad.
you're
Okay.
not
Okay.
I think you're more of a Meg,
So
actually.
what? Oh.
No,
Sorry.
a Meg who could win competitions.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh my God.
James.
How funny! There's people saying Lauren. They're saying me and
Me?
me
James.
too.
Yeah.
Kind of
Shocked.
evicted me for like final 9.
Wow, I feel honored.
I think
Thanks,
that's a really
guys.
good question because I think I'm a very social person. I'm very diplomatic, and I'm older. So I'm thinking, I wonder, I might break the curse and be one of the older ones who can actually play again and actually do good and well in competitions. I think too.
I think you're very likable too.
Yeah.
It's like why could you not?
Right. That's I think me.
Lo?
Gosh, this is a tough one. Well, you guys are both super fans from a young age, so that you do have that advantage of knowing how other things have played out in the show. Nick, though, you do have that edge to you, but you can be super sweet. You can make people like you, no matter if they're sweet
Not
or
Green,
kind of
not
edgy.
Green Thunder. He says I'll be the first one out. I remind him of James.
I disagree with Green Thunder because the other thing is Nick is non-threatening to me. I wouldn't think like we got to get this kid out.
He is threatening. He's good looking. He's
Look
young
at
and
that
skinny.
bone
He's young,
structure.
young and skinny.
Yeah,
They-
do you
they-
see this bone? I mean,
They
really.
would, I would think maybe.
No,
Maybe.
okay.
I would be such a
another
bitter
big
jury
minute.
member.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I would be.
I would be like, screw
That's
you.
when, that's when everything would come out.
I would. I can't, like, I'm working on letting things go, but I have to commend those people for being able to let things go so well. Time to start wrapping it up. Okay, I'm going to go on instinct. I think James.
Oh, thank you.
This is really hard. I gotta say, you two know the game so well. I've seen that kind of go badly, but then Steve did and he won. But I'm gonna have to pull. I think you have it.
I get that.
Because
I get it.
I can't imagine anyone having a negative thing. Honestly, I can't imagine someone having a negative
That
thing
is
to say.
It could be your blessing or your curse.
Yes.
Exactly.
Speaking of blessings and curses, it was a blessing to be with you guys this summer. It's a curse that it's over. I'm so sad to say
really
goodbye to you
sad.
guys, but we will be back. I'll be back. You guys want to come back next year? for
I'd
18?
love
Yes.
to.
Oh my
What do you
God.
guys? You guys want us back here?
Will you guys come back?
I love you
Oh.
guys. You're the best listeners, viewers, friends on the internet.
Guys-
thank you so much for watching us. You've been amazing, and we love interacting with you.
Please continue to tweet at us at #ABTVBigBrother, and I want everyone to say their final goodbyes.
Bye, guys. It was so awesome being here. You can follow me at Nikolas Grava on all the social media to keep up to date until next summer.
Goodbye, dear AfterBuzz viewers. I was going to say AfterBuzz fans.
You as good as
Big
Liz
Brother
at a
fans.
speed.
I appreciate you so much. It's been a pleasure talking with you this summer, and I hope to keep the conversation going at Lolo Logra on Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, and Snapchat. And I've got some music shows coming up. I've one at Bar 20 on Friday, October 2nd, so come on out. It's free. I'd love to see you there.
You guys are great. Thanks for all the interaction. Of course, you guys are so sweet to me online, and thank you so much for all of that. Black Hope LA, my little Twitterlings. You can tweet me there. James Lott Jr. on Facebook. My show that I brought to AfterBuzz starts this Sunday, the GH Report. And of course, as you know, I do Days Are Our Lives. Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. It has been a pleasure. You are seriously the sweetest people on the internet. And I've seen a lot of mean people on the internet, so I know when a sweet one comes around. You can follow me at Jonny Mangs on Twitter and Instagram. In fact, do it now because I need it in my life.
We love you.
We'll see you next
guys.
summer.
Thank
Bye,
you so much
everyone.
for watching.
See you next summer. See you next summer.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.